I really think that Hanwha have the better draft here, and they have a lot more pressure they can put on, and they're just a better macro team. Well, I think they'll close this one out, but I feel like Galio was one of the only picks you could have salvaged this draft with. Because
Alright, Raptors just going to push him away from this.
yeah, he gets away his stacks as well. Now they can look for the turn.
Yep, there is the exhaust onto Sobro. He's taking a lot of damage, and there's the stun onto Raptor. He is going to be able to get first blood, but it's traded immediately. Stop this dragon.
I don't really like this setup for Hanwha. Not using their Peanut Global very well here. Now he's just going to get chased down.
Yeah, you've got now Viper moving up. Doesn't have his Featherstorm available,
Thanks
so I don't know whether
leash.
they want to fight this. And exactly right, that is indeed. Thanks for the leash.
Delight had 6 prior to this, and they were able to make a play faster on the top side. Then he could have ulted, so Peanut's Global means nothing because he's the one.
Oh dear. Equalizer is going to go down. Let's see whether Sobro can stay alive in this. The Stand United, the flash forward, and that is another kill onto Sobro here. Delight helping out his top laner.
Here, Delight, now ultless, has backed. Peanut's the target.
Yeah, Raptor comes on over. There is the heroic entrance there as well. The knockups. He was just unable to do anything forever.
Indecisiveness about how they were going to play that Shen play. He still ultimately got his ult off and got it killed to Zeus, but they're losing so much for this. The objective now in control of BNK.
Yeah, I think Raptor is just going to be okay with one. Marked advantages here around the map, but we've seen what BNK's composition can do. And this is the thing, if they do manage to get their ducks in a row, force HLE into an awkward position where they're stacked up.
And he's going to become a bigger and bigger problem as the game goes on.
Yep. Speaking of, okay, he is going to just exhaust Sobro once again, and Peanut comes on over. If the other global isn't on cooldown, you just get the other one.
He's going to try to push the advantage here. They're after coming up. They're going to repeat the play from earlier.
All right, 3 might be enough here. Snip on cooldown does put up the circle, does have the needlework, so might be able to survive for quite some time. Stand United does come in. There's a taunt under the turret as well. Zeus takes so long to die, and Kellen, he's got an unbreakable will. That will allow him to live.
Ultimate, while he tanks this turret, just buys so much space.
Oh, Sobro, I think, might be dead again as the Featherstorm is going to clear that one out, but it's a great pulverize from Kellen. Blade Caller comes through, though, and unfortunately it's not quite enough. Diablo gets in on top, looks for Viper, who's still at 200 health, still moving forward.
I mean, it had his ultimate available as well, and that's going to be a turret in exchange here on the play. So an attempted aggressive play from BNK backfires, leads to a turret plus Dragon here for Hanwha Life.
That is, like, catastrophic as far as what they lose off the back of that.
But they do have the faster group up. This may force said global ultimates.
Yeah. Teleport going to come in here as BNK looking to try and take this one down. Grand Starfall does get Peanut in, but it's a great equalizer placement. Still Peanut gets the smite. Raptor goes in, and he's out again immediately, and so's Peanut. He's going to survive. The Featherstorm avoids the heroic entrance, and Daystar is stunned up as soon as he lands. No one dies, but HLE just steal BNK's lunch money. Kellen doesn't have his ultimate, so he is a little bit more killable than he'd otherwise be. Checking in on the bottom side here as there's a headbutt back onto Peanut. Can he survive, though? Does get a big old shield, and the answer's no. That is a lot of Acathian stuff thrown at him there.
Overzealous, to say the least there. Peanut was like, see champion, kill champion, question mark?
Oh, Delight might be his turn to be in a little bit of trouble here as the woes of HLE continue. He gets a bit of a shield as the equalizer is going to help finish him off, and now Viper in an awkward spot. The Featherstorm is now on the ground, but he doesn't get a lot of value from the pullback as Raptor comes in, gets the double cyclone and takes down the Xayah. Zeka is now a big problem, and so is Zeus. So the work isn't over yet. As 3 versus 3 here, Zeus just hunting them down. Possibly looking for stake first as he jumps out of the way of the monkey. There's the Justice Punch, though, as the heroic entrance does come down, and Zeka will finally join the fight and look to take them down. But it's Kellen with the Ignite, actually, that helps lock down that kill. And the block of the Justice Punch, oh no! Valdez's boy Daystar, that is not the time to mess it up, my friend.
The rest, I mean, Kellen played that so well with Raptor too. Like, that was an almost unwinnable
this comp
fight.
is really good too. So BNK, see whether they can make it work, as they are all grouped up. Oh no, the Engage Herald. Grand Starfall to come down as well. Diablo is going to be the target here. How does he play Scion twice? It's fearless. This is not fair. And Zeus is not even the one that's helping lock down these kills. Daystar is already dead. Raptor goes down as well. And BNK FEARX, I guess they had one good fight in him. And now it is all kind of done and dusted, as that one looked like they had run out of that said fight completely.
Well, that's a creative way to flank with Gwen. We've seen a new tech.
Oh, he wasn't playing Sion again. Oh, okay. All right, good. Well, at least he's not doing something illegal.
One of the trickiest things about playing Gwen oftentimes is because you're melee, you're trying to get on top of those targets, but you kind of have to run at them with your scissors. But if you're inside a Herald, you get to run at them really fast. Agency, even this far down on gold, it feels kind of playable. As Sobro is, he's in the side lane, it's illegal.
Yes, he's not allowed to be there. Viper is going to walk down the red carpet, but that's only because he's a famous guy. Never mind, he's actually a dead guy. As he does pull back some feathers, does manage to do a fair bit of damage there to Diablo, as now Peanut is in a lot of trouble. In goes to Light with the Stance United, but the heroic entrance is there to answer, and Zeus has found Diablo in the backline. Snip, snip goes the Gwen, and he's looking to take him down. The needlework is beautiful. He's crocheting them in the backline, as Kellen also going to be falling down. There's the Shadow Dash from Delight. And it's once again one of these fights where BNK, they find that angle. They take down their target that they're looking for.
You're faster. And Sobro's equalizer here just buys some space for the rest of his team to come over, but he doesn't have it for the subsequent fight. And then look at the teleport here from Daystar. Comes in.
Like, that's probably what did it. The level advantages are kind of absurd. Delight now level 11. As Kellen's moving over, he is going to get taunted up as he finds the ultimate button. Viper from over the wall. There's the equalizer that goes down, but it's not doing a whole lot of anything at all. Zeus goes golden. They might be able to take him down here, but instead he's just going to kill his fellow top laner. The Featherstorm comes down, and it's used offensively here by Viper as Peanut says, top of the morning to you, Mr. Cowman, and takes down Kellen once again. That's going to be the ace, and HLE. Yeah, this is an impossible one to win here for BNK. Unfortunately, HLE just going to march down the bottom lane.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, they had so many angles. They have so many ways to lock people in place for the equalizer. The equalizer is perfectly placed, but they still, I think, do almost a little bit faster. But with a big whiff of the ult like that, it's just simple math here. They're back up, and that's the big one here.
Oh, Zeus is just going to face check this brush. I think he's going to be absolutely fine as in he goes. They look for the angle onto Raptor, who is just going to get over the wall, but does die. That is going to be Peanut sniping him with a spear. Over the wall goes Zeus. This needlework is doing too much. Absolutely too much damage onto Diablo here as Zeka. He's going to follow up and look for another Q. That should be there. There it is. And it's another ace. Out of nowhere for HLE. No Baron required, I think, as they look to break the base.
They're just going to walk down and end this time around. The last time weren't quite able to finish off of, but this time they're right here with a wave of minions. Zeka with the question mark here, and BNK just getting obliterated by Hanwha Life Esports. In the one-sided series we expected, but I at least want to give BNK credit for making it a good old try, especially in the second game. It was better than I expected.
How easy is the Zeus POM though? Like, am I right? 7,000 gold ahead as they look to brawl a little bit more. That Featherstorm did a whole lot of work there for Viper as he grabs another 2. 12, 2, and 11 for the top laner of HLE after having an Immortal Scion performance.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.